Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Motuzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 737 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Kathrin, and she has a question in response to the previous podcast conversation about Aušra's composing technique, and when Aušra and I discussed our differences, right? She says, do you also compose for others after their wishes? Do you get such requests sometimes? For what instruments do you compose besides the organ or piano? Should I start, Aušra, or you want to?
Sure, of course. You can start.
Yeah, on Buy Me a Coffee page that we have, buymeacoffee.com/organduo, we have a column called Commissions. And of course, you can commission either me or Aušra to create an organ piece. And people have done that in the past. It's of course a joy to see when somebody requests something created. And more recently, I think that was a march based on Estonian-Finnish funeral melody. It was called the Narva March, which I was commissioned to write by a friend organist from America, James D. Hicks, for his Nordic journey and Baltic sojourn project. And earlier I created for him Lithuanian folk suite. And also I remember our online organist friend and composer Carson Kuman requested me to write Pavan and Galliard cycle for his project. So yeah, from time to time I get such requests. Aušra, what about you?
Yes, I just completed, Pavan and Galliard for Carson Kuman's project. Actually, yesterday he received the score and he already recorded it and put on his YouTube channel and on Facebook. So that was a really nice thing. Now, I know that you, Vidas, have completed a few vocal compositions, yes?
Yes, earlier I only published, I think, one vocal piece, which is available online, but I created a few more in the past. A couple of them were based, no, all of them were based on the chants for Holy Spirit. Two of them were Veni Creator Spiritus and one was Veni Sancte Spiritus, but that was very long time ago when I was just a student.
Me too, actually. I composed a vocal composition on Veni Creator Spiritus.
And I'm thinking of actually doing it more often because there is some demand for vocal compositions, for choral compositions, not necessarily four-part mixed choir, but maybe three voices.
Well, actually, you have composed a mass, a very nice mass for a church service.
Oh,
Remember, that was also many years ago.
Oh yeah, I actually keep singing it whenever I get invited to play for a mass at St. John's Church. I keep singing my Kyrie Gloria, if that part is singable at Mass, Sanctus and Agnus Dei. For that Mass, this is based on the first mode, basically in D minor, or is it in A minor? Maybe I transposed it, and it's singable for entire congregation. And I created when I was leading a choir of seminaries, basically future priests at Vilnius Seminary. And but that was a long time ago. And I think the last time I played that mass and sang that mass myself at the church, I thought maybe I should create another mass in a major mode, because sometimes we need more optimistic material to work with too.
That's a great idea. Now, Vidas, what do you think about composers who compose only based on commissions? Do you think that's a good practice or not?
I think if they're very popular composers, that's probably quite understandable. They cannot keep up with, their requests. Otherwise, they just keep creating what they have to create, what they have commissioned. But there are composers who are unknown, relatively unknown, or just starting out, and some of them wait for commissions to get started. Maybe they have professional degree in composition, and they have created a lot of pieces at school, at college, at university, and then when they got degree, they maybe think that now they are ready for real life commissions, and they wait and wait and wait and wait.
Yes, I know one professional composer, for example, who is quite well known in Lithuania, but actually he does not compose if he does not get commissions. And I think that's a very bad thing, because those commissions might never come. You never know. You know how life turns out and what will become out of your life. So I think it's necessary to compose even without commissions, just to keep you in shape and for people not to forget about you.
I think that people who create only for commissions think about compositions purely as work, as their job, right? If they have commissions, they work. If they don't, they are sitting on vacation or doing something else. But composition, you have to, obviously, like anything with creative art fields, you have to love what you do, and not only treat it as a job, but also as some kind of passion, and like a hobby, right? And if you find some time to do your hobby regularly, then this becomes your thing, your brand, and people might get noticed you much faster than if you just wait for commissions. Because if you wait for commissions, then other people who don't wait for commissions will outperform you.
Yes, that's true. That's very much true. And still, I think we compose for organ because we can play it, because it's our instrument. We know it really well, and we know what works, what does not work. Because it's a pity if you would compose something for, let's say, French horn, and nobody would play it. And because neither of us play a French horn, then what? It would be really hard to know that nobody will perform your music ever.
But of course, if you don't play French horn and you would like to start writing about French horn, you have to get to know that instrument and do some research, listen to the French horn's music, right? And then try to write what works for that instrument or combination of instruments.
Yes, of course. Think about Hindemith. Yes, he composed sonatas for almost all instruments, existing instruments, wind instruments especially, like brass, different kind of brass instruments, and obviously he could not be able to play them all, but of course he studied, what works and what does not work for a particular instrument.
And himself, Paolo Hindemith, was a viola player, violist. Not even a violinist, but violist. And loved that
instrument.
It's
still very similar, but...
Right, and he wrote a lot of brass and a lot of wind music too.
Yes, that's a nightmare for pianists, to accompany with sonatas. We are quite demanding. I think we are more demanding for keyboardists than for wind instrument players.
Exactly. So, wonderful. Good question, Kathrin. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to add at the end about choral music, because earlier, if composers wanted to create vocal music, choral music, and create some kind of demonstration, demo video, right, of their work, beyond the basic software sounds that are available with each music notation program. Nowadays, there are AI-based tools, programs like Kantai app, which can produce relatively realistic human voice sounding videos. And this is particularly useful for people writing choral music. And you can create demos this way with a click of a button.
Yes, modern technologies expands our horizons. That's wonderful.
Even using Latin language now. So wonderful. Thank you so much again, and keep sending us more questions. We love helping you grow. This was Vidas.
And Ausra.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching and practice materials for every area of organ playing, thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you like our organ music, you can also support us on Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Find out more at buymeacoffee.com/organ.